It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And at center stage,
the shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pushes past him. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mobley.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake. Mobley. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the Texans' 13-yard line.
Looking to throw. Mobley firing quickly here, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Operating from the gun. Mobley.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that there's a...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On second down, it's Stroud.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Mobley. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw on 2nd down. Mobley.
Got a man. It's Mayer.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Caught by Mayer.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
At the 10-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Mobley.
Alado over the middle. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Jacobs will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Jacobs again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game until the defense proves they can stop him That's what I would call.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Here's Stroud. Locates Mooney on the out route.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
First down, Texans.
Throwing now is Stroud.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The career catch number for him just continues to climb, now at 1,070, and that is where Reggie Wayne finished.
And I was always told, if you went about your business like Reggie Wayne, you had a chance to be a heck of a player. So I've asked, how does this guy go about his business? Morning, noon, night, pregame, postgame, pre-practice, post-practice. That's why he's accumulated this type of number.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
On first down, here's Stroud.
This is caught. It's Hardy.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing to start the drive.
Mobley, complete to Olave on the out route.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A look at the numbers last week for Olave.
5 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
And that touchdown adds to his lead. He is the NFL leader as we roll through November.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Mobley. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded just inside the 20. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stroud looking to throw. Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And you're starting to sense the momentum possibly changing just a little here. You get the touchdown your previous drive, then you force a punt, and now this is a good positive play here to start this drive. And you can just sense the tide starting to turn here in a one-score game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Texans at 5-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how the offense has performed. But I'll bet they're absolutely thrilled with how the defense played last week, holding their opponents to just 3 points, and that was it. They gave them comparable to that performance. This one's absolutely locked up.
Stroud on 3rd down now. That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up to Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw there complete to Mooney. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards.
1st down, Houston.
And Stroud now to throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Patterson now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raiders heading out to take over. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Mobley. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now finally got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And the Raiders have got him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Toss left side for ETN.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mobley. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now Stroud.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he's on to punt for Houston. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Now a play fake here on first down.
He finds Mayer here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
On first down, Mobley.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throw caught by Mayer.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 16. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Stroud off the play fake. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Stroud's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will tie things at 17 all. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Barker, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10.
The 36-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Barker, and this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Pinero's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will tie us at 24. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. The pass caught by Olave. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Mobley. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Mobley. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. Off play action. Mobley. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the gun on 3rd down. Mobley. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
This is up and good from Pinheiro, and they have regained the lead. So give him 3 on that drive. And, you know, normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now ETN to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. That's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. It's Miller, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Play action. Stroud now. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3rd and 4. Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that's going to tie the ball game at 27 all. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this,
but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Norwood's got it, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. Back to throw. Mobley. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Now a handoff up the middle. Parker. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 37. 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barker. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they have regained the lead. With his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to float from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Stroud on 3rd down now. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. His throw incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. The throwing again is Stroud. Throwing middle, and it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Stroud sets up the play action. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. ETN up the middle.
A nice little juke. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Travis Etienne
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Texans have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
ETN looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Travis Etienne,
his second touchdown of the night.
And the Texans put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down. Mobley. He finds his man. Complete. That's Price. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Barker.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Barker. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Olave holds it in.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. Operating from the gun, Mobley.
He completes it to Olave.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. It's Barker, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw. Mobley. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And he's going to go down again.
Will Anderson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
So here are the Texans to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And the Raiders have got him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone and what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Stroud out of the gun here. That pass is caught by Hardy.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Try to take this home. They'll run. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Stroud looks to throw.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
So now London down by 4, a little over 50 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pass complete to Higgins.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
This for all the marbles. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
This ball intercepted.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.